Hi everyone, long time no see. This is Mina, and I'm the host of the Mori System / Enchanted channel. So today we're going to be watching a music video that is supposedly about dissociative identity disorder, which is what I have if you're not aware. So let's get into it. Let's see if it's good. Let's see if it's bad. Let's see what we think. Here we go. Over a little bit so that I can put what I'm watching on the screen here or whatever you'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna move you over. Just 1 second. I'm gonna put my other headphone in so that you can hear the feedback from my computer. You can hear it in post. Post, is that the right word? I don't really know. I'm not really like a good YouTuber. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna put this in and we can get started. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. There's some writing. This is a story about a person with a dissociative disorder. So you forgot identity, but I'm gonna give you props because you didn't call it multiple personality disorder, so good on you. Also, calling it a dissociative disorder, we don't know if it actually is dissociative identity disorder, but seeing as it says she is with herself and 3 other personalities, I'm assuming that's what they were going for. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt with that blurb there, that it's a translation issue, or maybe they just didn't do enough research because they did say dissociative disorder instead of dissociative identity disorder, and they called the alters personalities, but that's actually kind of a common thing with people that don't actually have DID or know anyone really closely that have DID, because my therapists have called my alters personalities. I don't like that term. They're alternate states of consciousness, so we call them alters. So it's actually kind of a common thing. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that that was a translation issue. It's not that bad though. Like, they didn't call it multiple personality disorder, which is really good, so props.
걔네들은 갑자기 나타났어요, 어느 날.
So she says they suddenly appeared one day. I'm going to say that means they came out and showed themselves to her one day, because your alters don't just form one day. It forms over a period of time in your childhood. It has to be in your childhood because of trauma. Alters don't really just form in one day, and I don't want to say they don't form in one day, but it often takes a little bit for alters to form. I'm not really sure about polyfragmented systems because I'm not a polyfragmented system, so I don't want to say that they don't form in one day, because I know that polyfragmented systems, they split a lot easier. So don't take my word as like fact for that, because I'm not sure. But usually when alters are forming, first of all, it's in childhood and it takes a while because you're going through trauma and stuff, right? So I'm going to say that when she says they suddenly appeared one day, it's because she's saying that they suddenly showed themselves to her one day.
그냥 연기했던 기억인 것 같기도 하고.
Maybe it's just a memory from some characters. So that could be a denial thing that she's talking about there. Maybe it's just a memory from some characters. A lot of hosts of systems will go through denial and will sort of try to pretend it's not a thing. So yeah, maybe she's just in denial, so she's saying maybe it's just a memory. I'm not really sure.
스트레스 때문인가?
Is it because of stress?
아니면
Or
잘 모르겠어요. 가끔은 정말 그게 나인가 싶기도
pausing it again. Is it because of stress? Your alters can show themselves to you, yeah, when you're stressed out. If you've got a protector, yeah, your alters will come forward. Protectors normally will do this, will come forward to kind of soothe you, so it could be because of stress. But she also says, I don't know, sometimes I wonder if they are really me. So they aren't, but they are. So it's part of your brain. It isn't you and then your alters on top. It's like you're all part of the one, right? So it's, if you took a bowl and you shattered it, they're still part of the bowl, but they're separate parts of the bowl. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're just one bowl, you're pieces of the bowl. So they are you, but they're also their own people.
하고. 그럼 난 정말 누구일까?
So who am I
내가 뭘
really?
잘못했나?
Did I do something wrong? That's a very common thing for hosts to think, that maybe they weren't handling their traumas properly, and if they were handling their traumas properly, they would not have alters, you know, and it isn't ever your fault what you went through and how your brain decided to cope with that thing. It is never your fault. It wasn't your fault that you were traumatized. It wasn't your fault that your brain decided to protect you in the way that it did. None of this is your fault, and you didn't do anything wrong. So if you ever have felt like that, or if you feel like that now, it's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. And you and your brain did the best that you could to survive the circumstances that were given to you in your childhood, and it's never your fault. You never did anything wrong. I just wanted to say that.
그냥 다 끝내고 싶다.
I just want to end it. I'm sorry if you can hear that plane. That's a very common thing, actually, because our old host who thought she was the only one in the body, she tried to end it when she found out about us. So, yeah, that's a common thing from people that I've spoken to, is that they were afraid, and so they tried to end it, which is just awful. Obviously, just terrible.
그런 생각을 해요.
That's what I think sometimes.
끝이요?
In the end, all depends
글쎄요.
on each other.
어떤 끝인지는 각자 생각이 다르지 않을까요?
That's good that she's saying it depends on each other, because it's good that you work with your system.
Yeah. Crème de la crème.
Did she just say creme de la creme? She probably didn't say that, but it sounded like it, and that is so funny to me. I like the sound of this song though. It's cute.
Yeah. 머릿속 규조각들이 늘어나.
Goblin 1. Character of Sulli. Sulli is the person that sings this song. I don't like that they called it a character, but again, it could be a translation thing. Goblin is the name of the song. So I guess it's kind of cute that she's calling them goblins. So Goblin 1, this is her first altar.
현실 속 늪을 찾아갈 시간이야. 나쁜 날은 아냐 그냥 괜찮아.
So I guess the girls that are walking and pulling her in this wagon? Is that the word? I guess those are supposed to be her altars, I'm assuming. I think it's cool that they're showing it like that.
꽤나 지긋지긋한 건 사실이야.
I like that they're looking at her and speaking to her while she's looking at the camera. That's really what it feels like when you're co-conscious with people and they are speaking to you while you're trying to speak to other people. It's really distracting, and I think this is actually a really good way that they're showing it, because that's really what it feels like, at least for me in my system. That's exactly what it feels like.
내 머리 만져줘. 내가 안고 싶은 건 너의 맘이 하얀 안개 까맣게 물들이게. 내 방 숨 쉬는.
Goblin 2. So this is her second altar. I almost said personality. Oh my god. Wow. Sorry. Wow. Okay, so there's more of them now. So I don't know if maybe she actually has more than she was showing. Maybe it's as time goes on, more are showing, because that's what happened with us. Originally, there was, I think, 4 that were, you know, active and aware of, you know, each other and stuff. And then as time went on, more of us came forward, and now we're bigger.
모든 건 뭔가 잘못됐다고 느끼니 나는 여기 있는데 You're free of the capital. Yeah. 새하얀 살구빛 just wanna tell you hi. 빨간 잠자리 너의 시야를 가려. 걱정 마 물들이려 하는 것뿐이야. 나는 널 속이고 있어. 너의 그 입술 흘러내려 흘러내려 기다려 내 몰에서 모든 조각 전부 파고들어와.
So I'm getting the vibe that this is her more extroverted, I don't want to say extra, but more comfortable in her skin, more extroverted alter. Usually you'll have like a social alter who kind of comes out in social situations and is more confident and comfortable, and you know, I feel like this number 2 is that. I feel like number 1 was a little bit more shy. So maybe a trauma holder, maybe, you know, a little bit scared of other people. I noticed she was hiding in that first part. So maybe that was her trauma holder and was a little bit afraid of people. And I'm guessing this is her social alter who is more, you know, flamboyant and extra and extroverted and happy to be out in public and has more people around and is wearing what she wants. And that's just the vibe I'm getting. I don't know if this is, I'm just saying, I'm just relating it to what I know. Ooh, I like this one. Goblin 3. I'm getting a little goth vibe from this. I haven't even seen her yet. It's literally just, I mean, you can see it on the screen. It's just lights. But it's very gothic looking lights. Am I wrong? I'm getting a good vibe. I'm excited for this one. I don't know why. I think Delilah might be close by. Because I'm like weirdly excited for this. Pausing it again because I just want to say I feel like this is probably a persecutor. I noticed that looked like it was some sort of weapon that she was pulling out, and now she's breaking into what looks like a locked house. I'm assuming this is a persecutor altar. If this house is supposed to represent her inner world, which I'm kind of assuming it is, because that's where it's all taken place, was in the house. It seems like maybe she's a persecutor and she's not supposed to be in there. They want to lock her out and she's trying to get in, right? Like this is them trying to barricade themselves from the persecutor altar, but she's breaking in anyways. And it kind of looked like she was in a dungeon. I know that a lot of systems that have persecutors and have like a mansion house type of thing as their inner world, their persecutors usually live in the bottom in the dungeons. I don't know if this is correct, but that's the vibe I'm getting, is that she lives in the dungeon. She's maybe locked out of the house because they all don't want to be around her. So I think maybe this is a persecutor.
모든 것 뭔가 잘못됐다고 느끼니 나는 여기 있는데 Oh, 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 yeah Yeah, 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 yeah Oh, 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 yeah 내 머리
Ooh. Okay, I paused it in the middle of this. She just knocked at a door and then what seems to be, I think maybe the extroverted personality or maybe the other one of the other two. Oh my god, I said personality. Look at me. Oh, this is terrible. It's because they said personality at the beginning. Oh boy, okay. So maybe the extroverted or the trauma holder alter is the one who's waking up here. You see she's sitting up. I can't tell which one it is right now, but she looks afraid and there's blood. So I'm getting even more persecutor vibes from this third one. That's from Pan's Labyrinth. I'm gonna put a picture of what they're referencing here. I love Pan's Labyrinth. That is so cool that they did that. I guess she's a fan. I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know why that made me so excited. A dungeon.
Don't be afraid, just wanna tell you hi.
Okay, I love the song. I loved it.
저는
More script. Now I can understand her. Maybe they're talking about the persecutor. Now she understands her persecutor. And, you know, persecutors are in pain. They're not actually mean. They're in pain. They're usually trauma holders or protectors. So she understands her better now, maybe.
그녀를 이해할 수 있어요. 그녀는 그냥
She just wanted to say you hi. I'm guessing say hi to you. You know, translation error probably. She just wanted to say hi. Which, you know, maybe. If she's talking to someone in this part, like a therapist or, you know, a friend or something, yeah, maybe one of her alters wanted to come forward to say hi. That's entirely possible. That happens all the time when we're with our boyfriend. You know, I'll be hanging out with him and then Jenny will be like, oh, say hi. You know, it's possible.
인사만 하고 싶었던 거일 뿐일 거예요. 모두가 사라질 것 같아요.
I think... No, it was so good. It was so good until this. I think they all disappeared. That's not how it works. You are doing so well. Please.
모두가 사라지는 게
Okay. Would it not be better for everyone to disappear? I think all my alters disappeared one day. No, that's not how DID works. They don't just go away one day. And that sounds like a host in denial saying, wouldn't it be better if they all went away? Because no, that it isn't. And you're probably just in denial by thinking that. Your brain formed in a way that none of you can cope with life alone. None of you can handle everything. That's why you have DID. That's why you have alters. Or OSD. Excuse me. That's why you have DID or OSDD, like, because you can't handle it on your own. You can handle some things, you can't handle other things. Other alters can handle those things for you. That's why you have DID. That's why your brain formed the way it did. It wouldn't be better for you if they all disappeared. It has to be, if you're gonna go for full integration or fusion and become one personality, one alter, one person, like a singlet, you have to go through a lot of therapy and a lot of treatment to sort of put everyone together, because you can have, you know, fusion integrations, whatever, randomly. Like, you can just have two and two, but you can't become one person overnight. You can't become one person by yourself. You need help with that. Like, you need to go to therapy, or else it will be, either it won't be possible or it'll be really bad. So, please.
좋지 않을까요?
Well, okay. I'm gonna get into center again. I have a lot of thoughts. I thought it was really good. Aside from a couple of maybe translation issues, I honestly thought it was really good. Until the end. I don't know why they had to put that in there. I've said this, but I'm gonna go over what I think again. I think that, you know, she's the host and she's talking about her alters. There's 3 alters plus her. So, I get the vibe that the first one is maybe a trauma holder, more of a shy, introverted, scared one. And I get the vibe that the second one is the social one, the one who comes out around people, the one who's more extroverted and, you know, happy. With the third one, I get the vibe that they are a persecutor alter, so that's why they were so, you know, dark and scary and they lived in the dungeon, it seemed like. I honestly thought it was really good representation. If they would have done a little bit of translation, like better translation, if they would have said dissociative identity disorder and called them alters instead of personalities, that's really good. I really liked it. The ending, cut it off. Don't watch the end, and then it's good. Just like until the song ends, it's perfect. Like, really good, honestly. I think that this is something that you could show to someone if they wanted to know what it's like. This is probably the most accurate representation I've seen, and I haven't seen like a ton of representation aside from, you know, a couple of things, but I thought it was really good. Yeah, I liked it. Let me know what you think. I'd love to know what you thought of it, and if you think it was good, if you thought it was bad, what you thought was good and what was bad about it. I'd love to hear your opinions, so please let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe and press the bell notification so that you get notified, because the bell is basically the subscription button now, but you gotta press them both. So please subscribe, please like, please leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.